Hello everyone, I hope you don't mind the air conditioner. It is super hot, so I have it on low, so hopefully it's not too loud. But today I want to start off today's vlog with the topic of there being a difference between arrogance and confidence. Recently, somebody really nice, she was complimenting me and she was just being very sweet, and then she asked me a question, not as a trap as sometimes this question is, but she asked me the following. She said, "Do you know you're beautiful?" But seriously, like, do you know you're beautiful? And she genuinely wanted to know how I felt about myself. I just think it's a very important topic. It's also very important for us to differentiate confidence versus arrogance. And also, lastly, for us to normalize being confident, having a humble confidence, even a quiet confidence, a humble self-love, self-view, and self-worth. So yeah, let's get this vlog started. Firstly, let's start with arrogance, which I personally find to be very unattractive. Arrogance says, I think I'm better than you. You're not cute enough to hang out with me. You're not pretty enough to hang out with me. What do you do? How much do you make? Or rather, how little do you make? Not good enough for me. I'm too good for you. How dare you try to hit up on me? The nerve. I've literally known people who are like that. Arrogance gives condescension. It gives, I'm looking down on you, or I'm sitting on this pedestal where I believe that I'm better than you, or you're not good enough for me. That's arrogance, okay? So let's talk about confidence. It's really important to understand that confidence isn't always the absence of insecurities. Oh, no. So for instance, you can feel insecure. You can feel like really nervous about delivering that speech. But confidence says, you know what? Even though I'm nervous, even though I feel like I might mess up, I'm going to push past the nervousness. I'm going to push past. I'm still going to just get on that stage and I'm going to deliver that speech. That's confidence, okay? So that's talking about inner confidence. Let's talk about our physical appearances, because this is a big one. It's so huge, especially in the day of social media. First of all, let us stop comparing ourselves to one another. Don't do that, you all. I personally don't like to compare myself to anybody else, because we were all created differently and uniquely for a reason. We all have our own unique beauty and our own purposes and our own gifts and talents for a reason. And even if we have a similar look or similar callings, it's still going to be different, because you are you and they are them and I am me. It's still going to be done your way, your style. Here's something that I like to tell people, especially the youth. Never depend on compliments or wait on a compliment in order for you to feel confident about yourself, to feel good about yourself, how you look, something that you did, your gifts, your talents. Do not wait on that, and appreciate, okay? Always humbly appreciate compliments, but don't wait on them to feel good or to feel better. And on the other hand, never allow someone's insults or rejection to make you feel bad or worse about yourself. So these two things are important, because when you depend on other people's opinions, other people's acceptance, other people's compliments, you have now unintentionally, and for some intentionally, you have now given someone else power over your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your value, how you view yourself, okay? Over your happiness, your joy, and in a lot of cases over your mental health and your emotional well-being, which I always say are both directly connected to your physical health. Don't give anyone, okay? Never give anyone that power over you, okay? If you already have, take it back. It's yours. It doesn't belong to them, okay? I like to say that confidence is a shield. This is something that I've been saying for years, because if I were not confident, you guys, I would be so broken. The things that I've experienced being tormented about my nose as a child, and that caused this illusion on my face where I thought my nose was much bigger than it actually is. In fact, my nose is not big, it's my nostrils. And I also like to joke and say, you know what, these nostrils here would help you out in the fire, because I would smell the smoke first and get us all out of here. Okay, so that is another way of being confident. Like, no, I'm still gonna see myself as beautiful and unique the way God created me, and I'm not gonna let you make it a negative. I can just joke about it. Now I can joke about it because I'm confident. And what somebody else says about me, about my physical appearance, about my character, my talents, it doesn't sway my own opinion about myself. Me personally, as a Christian, I actually prayed. And you can say this prayer too, whether you're a Christian or not. You can say this prayer too, because it worked for me. I said, Heavenly Father, please have me to see myself for the way you created me, for the way my nose really is how I really look, and for the way you want me to see myself. And honestly, it's like the scales came off. And he just guided me, like, my spirit, look at yourself, okay? Don't just zero in on one feature. Don't just stare at your nose, because it's easier for it to become exaggerated. Look at yourself as a whole. And I just started to see myself the way I really look, okay? So you guys, I've been through a lot. I've had my nose made fun of in more than just one situation, including by an adult when I was a child in elementary school. I've went to sleep with hair and woke up almost bald, and I can guarantee you I did not do it to myself. And in fact, just for my own security, I actually went to a psychiatrist. I was evaluated by more than one, okay, by a few doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, and they all agreed that I do not have anything that would cause me to dissociate and cut my own hair, okay? So I woke up almost bald, and my hair was nowhere to be found. A lot of you guys know this story already. So I know what happened. I know who did it. I don't know everything. I don't remember. I believe something was put in my food or my drink. I don't know. Or maybe something so traumatic happened that my brain is repressing the memory and protecting me. I don't know. But something like that could have broke me, you guys. But you know what? Long story short, I threw on some wigs and I kept it moving, okay? But that's not the only time somebody has tried to sabotage my physical appearance. A lot of you know that I have a narcissistic family system. Some are by DNA, some are by marriage. And so I've experienced a lot, and they can be really cruel. I've even been taunted regarding me not having children yet. You know, at my age, I'm in my late 30s. I'm almost 40. I've had some really cruel things done to me and said to me. I've been treated like I am beneath. I talked about this in another vlog, but I had somebody who I looked up to and I loved in a very special way. When I wouldn't see them, of course, when you care about somebody, you miss them, right? And so I used to go and be like, oh, hey, and like ask them about their day, tell them about my day. And in the middle, so disrespectful, in the middle of me talking, they'd be like, Charrese, you talk too much. And they were serious. And there would be other times where they would like kind of call me to them because they wanted me to see something. Hey, I want you to see this, and da 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 da. And then eventually the mood would start to shift, get a bit quiet, a bit cold. And then they would literally say to me, okay, you can go now. I'm done. And then they would laugh. And they were serious though. This person is a bit sadistic. I've also been sexually assaulted, and I've had attempts of that, and just different situations like that. Rejection after rejection. So I've dealt with a lot, you guys. And if I were not confident, I would be so broken. So broken, you all. Just the emotional abuse, the spiritual abuse, it's just a lot. So my confidence has helped me. Let's normalize being confident, because actually it can protect you, and even for some, save your life. Because I know that there are a lot of you out there who feel bad about yourselves in just various ways, to the point where you don't want to be here. But let me tell you right now, okay, you have purpose here. Your existence is proof of that. You are here for a reason. We are all, let's not compare ourselves to other people, okay? You are awesome, and we were all created beautifully, uniquely, awesomely, okay? different in our own ways, beautiful in our own ways, talented and gifted and purposeful in our own ways, okay? There is no one in this life that is a higher form of a human being than you, and you are not beneath them, okay? So please remember that. It's so important for you to remember that, okay? So I want you to view confidence like this, okay? Step out of yourself, just metaphorically speaking, and see yourself as a child. Imagine seeing yourself standing in the mirror, and you pass by and you peek in, and this is what you hear yourself saying, okay? There's option 1 and there's option 2. Let's talk about option 1. Option 1. Ugh, I feel ugly. I don't feel good about myself. Ugh, what's wrong with my ears? What's wrong with my nose? What's wrong with my face? I'm nothing. I'm worthless. I'm never going to be anything in life. Why does anyone like me? Ugh, I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve that gift. I'm just a horrible person. I don't deserve to live. Or option 2. You know what? I feel good about myself. I feel pretty today. Or for you gentlemen out there, I feel handsome. I got a fresh cut. Look nice. My fit is proper. As we used to say, proper. I'm going to do well on that test. I'm going to do well in this interview, and even if I don't, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to try for another job, or I'm just going to try to interview for this one again. I feel good. I'm purposeful. I'm placed here for a reason. I deserve to be loved. You know what? I'm not perfect. I'm very human, but that's okay. A part of the beauty of life is the fact that there are so many opportunities for me to grow. I can grow. I can do better, but that's okay. That fact is okay. I'm good. Let's have a good day today. Which one would you prefer to hear yourself say? Or imagine hearing your own child say those things. Which one would you prefer? This is a way, at least I feel, we should see confidence. You can either put yourself down or you can lift yourself up with humility, having a humble love for yourself. It's okay. Again, it can save your life. It can protect your emotional well-being, your mental health, and your physical health, because again, it's all connected. Okay, even your spiritual walk. Be confident. It's okay. So I want to wrap this up by sharing this. Recently, somebody really nice, she was complimenting me, and she was just being very sweet, and then she asked me a question. Do you know you're beautiful? But seriously, like, do you know you're beautiful? And she genuinely wanted to know how I felt about myself. So I'm going to share this because even though I can't tell you what to do, I just want to give you what I believe is a healthy perspective of your self-view and confidence and self-esteem. So here's my answer. I believe that I was created by my Heavenly Father. I'm a Christian, but I was created by my Heavenly Father uniquely with a unique beauty, inner and outer beauty. Okay? I do not think I'm better than anyone else. I do not believe in comparisons. I do believe that everyone was given a unique look, a unique personality, a unique essence. You are unique and I am unique. So yes, I can humbly say that I do find myself beautiful in my own unique way. And I do my parts to take care of myself and groom myself the way that I desire, and for me in a way that I feel honors God. However, while I do find myself physically attractive, I also understand that not everyone does. And I know that for a fact. Some people might look at me and be like, you're not that cute. They might think I look like a bridge troll. They might think I look like a treasure troll, okay? Do you guys remember treasure trolls? But the thing is I'm okay with that. As long as they're not rude, they're allowed to have their own opinions. As long as you don't come up to me and say, Charrese, you're ugly, because it's unnecessary and it's rude and disrespectful. I'm okay with knowing that some people find me physically attractive and some people don't find me physically attractive. It's okay to have opinions. I do think I'm attractive in my own unique and special way physically. So let's talk about inner beauty, okay, which is just as important, if not more important than outer beauty, okay? So who I am on the inside. I can honestly say that because of the work that God has done within me, and because I've worked so hard and done my parts to work on myself as well, I feel that even though I'm not perfect, and I always say this, I am not a perfect human being, but I still believe that I am an attractive person on the inside. I have to give God his glory, and it's okay to be humbly proud of the work that you've done. You've done the inner work. It's okay. You've done the work. Okay, there's more work to be done, and that's okay too. But I can look at who I am now and compare, because this is the only comparison that I make, compare myself to who I used to be, and I prefer the woman that I've become now versus the woman I used to be. I love her, or who, for where she was, but I love me now too. And I do believe that I will make a loving and a great wife, a loving and a great mother, a loving and a great family member, and in my purpose and in ministry, I believe that I will be loving and great there, and just in life. However, I also understand that I will not be a perfect wife or a perfect mother or perfect in ministry or in any of my callings or family members or in life. But the beauty about that is that that journey can be so interesting, and there are so many opportunities in life that are presented to us for us to grow, for us to be stretched, for us to be elevated. And that's how I feel about myself. I am a work in progress, but all glory to God, and humbly said, I'm a beautiful work in progress. I'm a beautiful work in general, and you are a beautiful work in general. And because we all can grow, you are also a beautiful work in progress, and that's okay. Normalize being confident in yourself, because it can protect you, your mental health, your emotional well-being, and again, both are connected to your physical health and even your spiritual walk, you guys, okay? It's okay. And lastly, don't worry about what anyone has to say about your confidence. Let them talk. You are the only one who's going to live your life for you. So go ahead and humbly, without treating anyone like they're beneath you, humbly love yourself, okay? Because that is a part of where inner peace comes from. A humble confidence and self-love. You all know what it is. Assume the spraying position. It's like almost gone. You guys know that this is my favorite scent, and I have to spray it absolutely everywhere. It's on my fingers. I'm not wasting one bit. No. So now I'm a 5'3" lady of sweetness. Let's go. Let's roll. At Walmart. So I try not to eat too much junk, as you guys know, because I was pre-diabetic, and then God was like, you gotta switch that up, and when I switched it up, the pre-diabetes went away. But every once in a while I like to treat myself, and all the time I still eat muffins. So it's better than eating all like the sour worms and the candies and the donut sticks, right? These are some of my favorite, the lemon ones. I love these, the cinnamon, sugar, and apple muffins with streusel. We got blueberry, banana nut. I feel like banana nut is my safest. I'm feeling the blueberry today. Blueberry streusel. Love my croissants. I like making chicken sandwiches, and they taste so good with Chick-fil-A sauce and cheese. Of course, I have to get my salad. I love romaine lettuce, and I like the spring mix too, so I'm gonna get one of those. Different tastes, very healthy. Time to get some bread. I just have a love for bread. How about you guys? I absolutely love bread. Nature Zone. They last longer when you put them in the refrigerator. Do you guys put your bread in the refrigerator, or do you leave them out? Because I put them in the refrigerator. Told you guys this flavor was good. Have to go way to the back. Look at that. My barbecue. Woohoo! Do you guys like mayo or mayonnaise? I like both. Okay, now get me some more jasmine rice, because I love jasmine rice. It's good. Got my rice. Get some mashed potatoes. I like buttery. Oats and honey granola. These are good as cereal. I put them in salad. I mix them with other cereals. Benefits of ginger ale. Okay, aiding digestion, reducing nausea, and providing anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. I have all sorts of colitis, so let's see if this will help. Most of you know that I do not drink soda. I haven't drank soda in years, but every once in a while I have a ginger ale. So I hope I can find like little mini ones. I don't do like regular soda, but look how cute. Look how cute they are. They're so little. Now I'm gonna get me some Gatorade. I like the white one, so I've been drinking them lately and they've actually, I've been feeling a little bit better. Clearly I'm dehydrated. 4 of these. My cousin Mikey. He's like one of the nicest people. Him and Matthias are like the nicest people like you'll ever meet. Aww, good seeing you. Aww. Gotta get some more chicken tenderloins and some barbecue. Woohoo! Are those new? Do we got some new chicken over here? I think we found something new. Please, please, please. Oh, they're from Kinder's. Please don't be spicy. Please don't be spicy. My chicken strips. Gotta get my tenderloins. They're my favorites right now. Gotta go get me some oat milk for my cereal. Okay, Better Goods plant-based oat milk. Want extra creamy or original? Even though it's good for like lactose intolerance, my stomach still gets a little bloated. So we don't want that. Get me some Greek yogurt because it has probiotics and it's good for the gut. It's good for the gut. Get me some strawberry flavor. Since strawberries are good for inflammation, then that's a double whammy. I'm gonna try Pedialyte, or rather Parent's Choice. This is actually good for dehydration and for immune system support, so which I need. Again, ulcerative colitis is an autoimmune disease, so my immune system likes to betray me sometimes, so let's see how this works. Let's see if this helps. And I got strawberry. Bananas. I'm gonna try getting them a little green because typically I just get them when they're ready. And I'm gonna try getting it this way. But I need to wrap the top because they last longer like that. Ooh, mango. I'll get a mango another time. I'm also gonna try muscle milk to help me to gain a couple pounds back. Successful shopping trip. Waiting for my ride to come around. This is my outfit. I'm gonna scooch on over. Okay, so this is my outfit. Yes, I'm wearing long sleeves in the summertime. I like to consider where I'm going, not just how it feels outside. And since I'm gonna be going to a store that's really cold, this is okay. A lot of you have seen this dress already. I love how it's a fishtail. It flares out at the bottom. And I love the color. It's a beautiful shade of brown. I wish I had one in white and pink and black. I got this dress from Amazon. As for my jewelry, as you can see right now, I'm only wearing the earrings, but just to glam it up a little bit more, I like to add the necklace. Now, I got this cute jewelry set, so pretty, from DD's Discount for only $6.99. And yeah, it's just really cute. And here's the shoes. I got them for $11 and some change, so about $12 from DD's Discounts. Yes, yes, I love butterflies. That is me, La Mariposa. So yeah, butterfly. It is, what time is it? 2:20 a.m. Have you guys ever felt so tired that you almost just want to cry? Because you know you're not going to get as much rest as you need. And I haven't gotten consistent rest. And I don't know how long. This homeless thing is almost over. I have faith, and I always like to say I'm walking on water with Jesus here. Leap of faith. Don't feel sorry for me. For those of you who are just seeing me for the first time, hello, nice to meet you. I have been homeless for a little over a year, and yes, that is an air fryer going off and my stomach growling, so my stomach's going off at after 2 a.m. I've been editing. But anyways, don't feel sorry for me. It's this transition has been one of the best things that has ever happened to me in my life, as odd as that sounds. But when you need a change of not just scenery but a change of life, and you just separate from people who don't truly love you the way they claimed, from people who have abused you in different ways, and in a lot of cases you didn't even realize it was abuse from people who don't appreciate you or your love, toxic people. You really do begin to flourish and grow, and the process can stretch you, but it's a good stretching because it's what you need for that next level of your life to elevate. You need to be stretched, you need to be stronger and wiser, and you need to be able to steward your blessings that are coming. And it doesn't always feel good, but it's a beautiful process, and I'm growing, and I say that giving God the glory and humbly. I'm growing, and things are changing for the better, and life is shifting, so don't feel sorry for me. And I would encourage you that if you're going through a change, don't feel sorry for yourself, so to speak, but rather, when you are transitioning in life from a sad period to a happy one, take it as an opportunity to grow in that transition, and see it as a place of hope, because sometimes you do realize that there is no other direction to go but up. And see it as a place of hope, because look back from what you came from. You came far. Don't give up now. God didn't bring you this far just to, have you give up and to leave you. This is a place of hope. It's a place that says there's better, and I'm not done here in this life, and there's so much beauty in store. Beauty for your ashes, smiles for your tears, tears of happiness for every tear of sadness that you shed. And I'm just speaking what's just flowing from my spirit. Let us not get comfortable in feeling sorry for ourselves. Acknowledge the pain and the hurt, and love on yourself. Comfort, comfort is good. Comfort yourself. Acknowledge that you went through something hard, but what the message here is this: we are no longer victims. We are victors. We are victorious, and we are survivors. I accidentally froze some Jello, which I've never tried, and now it's a thing. Ooh, a fly wanted some too. It's so good. Good night, everyone. Let me actually put this away so I can actually prepare for actual dinner. Thank you for hanging out with me, and until next time, do all things in love and gracefully. Bye. Ooh. To wash this makeup off these eyeballs. Dinner, Charrese, dinner. Oh, darling, I thought you went to sleep. I'm just kidding. Let me just go. I need to eat and go to bed. Bye.